A former Twitch employee revealed the real reason for Dr. Disrespect's 2020 Twitch ban. And it was not great. Not great at all. This part here is basically all you need to know. Of course, all the other word salad is thrown in there to try to mitigate the damage. At the time of recording this video, Dr. Disrespect has edited his post several times. And in some of the edits, he takes out the word minor. Then when called out, he brings back the word minor. This guy is trying very hard to not look as bad as he does now, but sadly, when you make a sentence like that, and more importantly, you confirm everything that has been said about you, all the allegations, yeah, no edit in the world is really going to help you. I saw some of the copers saying that, oh, what if Doc was catfished? Well, Doc would have mentioned it by now in one of his several edits, because hey, that would have been a saving grace for him. It's not really a saving grace to edit out the word minor and then put it back when you're called out, because people will be surfing your social media like a freaking hawk. I know hawks don't actually surf, shut up. But they're gonna be around and they're going to find any little change in anything you're saying. So yeah, if Doc was indeed catfished or didn't know the age, he probably would have said it in this lengthy post by now. I'm just saying, he looks like he's scrambling to look decent right now with all the word salad he's putting in here. Highly likely that would have been his saving grace go-to. But it's not. And he didn't make it, so it's safe to assume that that was not the case. I'm sorry, defenders or baldo washers of Dr. Disrespect. I think it was funny that there were certain people out there that were going ahead and trying to die on a hill saving this guy, banking on the fact that this Twitch employee was corrupt and stuff. Like people that were, you know, harping on the innocent until proven guilty on Doc, or just intellectually dishonest about the entire thing for the sake of clout, or for the sake of their principles that they like to share on the internet. Now, I believe in innocent until proven guilty, of course, who doesn't? You don't want to see people just go down corruptedly into the void. However, in this case, when you have all this smoke, when you have several red flags on this person, you might as well be saying, well, EDP's not really a pedophile because he never got convicted by the law properly. The law has a lot of weaselly outs, okay? I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but yeah, the law is fucking weaselly as all shit. It's corrupt. Of course, of course it is. It's not perfect. If you ever have a case where people try to delude you into thinking that the law is the end-all be-all in the sense of it'll be a perfect conviction every time, you are deluded, or the person that's telling you this is deluded, and they're trying to steer you in the wrong direction, because that is not how it works at all. So yes, innocent until proven guilty, but when there are several red flags, I don't think you should be saying things like case closed, haha, let's focus on the Twitch employee. I think you should 100% put Doc on the cross and hold his feet to the fire, which a lot of people did not do.
A sort of a planned vacation coming up. And I think I might just extend that starting today, starting now. You know, one of these, let's take a step back. I mean, it is what it is. People get fatigued, right, champs? And to be honest, I don't know how long, you know, I know for my vacacion, how long my vacation is, but you know, maybe I extend that.
Frankly, make jokes about them and them being super fucking serious most of the time about literally everything. I quite think they're really obnoxious individuals as a group as well. That doesn't mean I don't want to talk to any of them and I'll get creeped out by them. I just find them as a whole collectively to be obnoxious individuals. That being said though, as you know, as you see, I have no clear bias in this. However, Nick Merckx and fucking Doc, the fact that Doc did this and he still wants to try to push the, you know, all LGBTQ people are pedos angle is just fucking pathetic. It's like when a certain community tried to say all VTubers and all, you know, this and that, all anime fans are pedophiles and stuff, while defending actual pedophiles, like a certain person named Zappai, like a certain person named Zero. It's kind of crazy, bro. It's kind of interesting. Like, the case of e-celebs defending actual pedophiles and yet trying to deflect onto other cases or other people. It's just insane. I think that's another funny thing here. And I think Doc was just trying to deflect onto the LGBTQ. And again, I'm not saying this as an ally, I'm just saying it as like a big funny that happened. You gave the LGBTQ a W. You're so pathetic, Doc, that you couldn't leave the kids alone. And you gave these people a W over you and that fucking joke Nick Merckx, who's always been a joke, by the way. Let's be honest. In hindsight, if you really look at him, what a fucking pathetic loser.
Yo, checking in. I'm seeing everything on Twitter, and I read through Doc's tweet, and in that very tweet, he basically confirms that, you know, he was texting an underage girl, and it went weird sometimes, you know. And look, just to be blunt and straightforward, man, that's inexcusable. It's unacceptable, right? There's no excuse for something like that, and I can't support it. Hang on, honey. Doing this, talking to Twitter. I can't support it. I can't defend it. And look, the boys and I are torn up over it too, man, because we played a lot of games with the guy, and it feels a little weird, but what can you do, you know? So I just wanted to update you guys on my thoughts and how I'm feeling. And I mean, look, I hope you guys have a good day, all right?
But yeah, good job, buddy. Anyway, that's all I got for this video. I gotta go back to working on the Ricada video. I just felt like putting this out there real quick. I don't feel bad for Doc because he's a multi-millionaire who should have known better at the age of 40 to not sex or have inappropriate combos with minors. And I don't feel bad for Doc because he's a fucking weasel that decided not to say anything up until he couldn't anymore. And most importantly, I don't feel bad for Doc because he goes ahead and he tries to say other people are pedos for less while being an actual pedophile himself. Main takeaway from the story: Doc, leave those kids alone.